With all the conversation concerning gold revaluation, come the predictions as to what gold will be priced at. And they're all over the map. 20,000, 50,000, 83,000, 102,000. But is getting rich quick the only reason you're paying attention to this type of video? Are there reasons right now that you should be owning gold? Well, I want to point a few out to you in today's video. So thank you for joining me. Hope you are doing well. I'm Ric Bender, and welcome to Finance Lab. Now, as you can imagine, there's a lot of people paying very close attention to the story, the topic, the conversation around gold revaluation. After all, there's people like you and I who own the metal. We're watching gold do what gold does, as all of our holdings have increased dramatically in value. But will there be a revaluation? And there is a question like, why would the U.S. government maintain gold at $42 and change per ounce? Why wouldn't they revalue it? After all, there's plenty of good reasons to revalue gold, and there are also reasons why not to revalue gold. So we may or may not see this. There's all sorts of conversation. Gold priced at 10,000, 15, 20, 40, 80,000, numbers all over the map. But quite honestly, we don't own gold because of a future revaluation. We own gold because of the world in which we live, the financial system which we combat, the centralization and power of central banks. And gold is doing what gold says it does. And we are experiencing the proof in the pudding. But if you're looking into this because you want to time it, let me encourage you to own gold right now. Because the moment you hear the certainty of a revaluation and a number that you are happy with, it's going to be too late. You will not be able to time this market. And might I say that silver will also climb as well if this does take place? But what if it doesn't take place? There's plenty of reasons why you should own gold now. In fact, on my website, I have a page just full listings of why we should own gold. So feel free to check that out. But today, I want to give you 3 reasons, relevant reasons, headlines today, why you should own gold as an insurance policy to protect your wealth. Number 1, we're going to be looking at central banks. Central banks are doing something historic. You need to know about it. Number 2, the market. What's happening in the stock market and the perception of the retail investor. And number 3, comments by BlackRock CEO Larry Fink himself about gold. Let's begin with central banks. I want to pull up a chart here. As you look at this chart, what you are seeing is historic. You're looking at gold replacing fiat currencies as a reserve currency. Now, this is really important. Now, maybe you've not paid much attention to central banks, and you really need to. You really, really need to. So central banks are buying gold. Historic proportion they are, and they are replacing, as we can see, fiat as a reserve currency. Central banks know the future of fiat. It's zero. Fiat has no intrinsic value whatsoever. Purchasing power is eroding. You know it and you feel it each and every day. Government debt continues to climb. It's unsustainable. Central banks are protecting themselves with gold. These are not shares in gold stocks. These are not an ETF. These are physical gold. Gold share of global international reserves rose 3 percentage points in Q1 of 2025 to 24%. That's the highest in 30 years. Now, I don't even need to take you back 30 years. Let me take you back to the 2000s and Ben Bernanke. Remember him, Fed chair? Just go back to helicopter money. Go back to QE. Go back to that time when Ben Bernanke, changed the way money is introduced into the system. From that time on, what we've seen is chaos and more chaos. Gold protects us from the chaos, but the central bankers who are in the middle of the chaos, what are they doing? They're buying gold because they know it's absolutely insane. The US dollar, the share has declined 2 percentage points to 42%. That's the lowest since the mid-1990s. Gold is now the world's second largest reserve asset after surpassing the euro in 2024. Gold is seeing historic levels of demand because it's a safe haven. It's where you run to park your money and your wealth for protection against the chaos of central banks and a financial system that runs amok. This is why you as an individual should be owning gold. Now, let's go to our second reason, which is what people think about the stock market. A lot of people equate the stock market as the economy, and the stock market is not the economy. In fact, the Fed does everything they can to keep the stock market propped up, while the middle class is being hollowed out, while the poor is becoming poorer, and your money is becoming worth less and less. So what's happening? Listen to this. I want to share this article. I'll put a link in the description below. This is from Gold Switzerland. An entire generation of wide-eyed investors and a string of clueless policymakers have conditioned themselves and others to assume there is no dip that the Fed can't save, valuation be damned. This is the perspective that there will never be any recessions anymore, that all the Fed has to do is print to fix it, to adjust interest rates and print. And this can just continue on and never has to stop. But it's not true. The proof is in here in the US, where the investors don't want to buy our debt because the debt is too risky now. Listen, in such a seductively sunny backdrop, retail investors are increasingly jettisoning risk management and risk managers to passively ride this market on ETF index surfboards with very little fear of drowning. People are thinking, hey, you just buy the dip, This thing will never go down, it'll never go down. And if it goes down, it's all right, it'll just go up. This is not reality. And gold is there as a true story, a true value of money, the truth. Listen, meanwhile, as retail investors are all in, this is exactly how Wall Street likes it. A minority of market veterans, Grantham, Buffett, Dalio, bravely but in vain, continue to warn of historic market risk greater in scale than the Nikkei of 89 and the Dow of 29. Listen again, greater than that of the 89 and 29. As insiders like Bezos and Zuckerberg and more quietly dump billions in private shares in a topping market. Now, we've actually produced videos showing you activity in the market, retail all in and insiders pulling out. So who's right or wrong in this bear bull circus of hidden risk and open optimism? Are the bears just crying perpetual wolf in a world where the centralization of once free markets by central banks of endless liquidity has outlawed the very laws of stock market gravity? Is that how you're thinking? If that's your thinking and you're saying, I'm just going to wait for gold until I need it because I'm fine right now in the market and on my fiat, you need to open your eyes. Here's our last reason, or our final reason today. Because Larry Fink says don't buy gold. Now, Larry Fink, BlackRock CEO, now leadership in the World Economic Forum. He's the representative of Wall Street for certain, and he says, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink says gold investors hurt capital market development. By you buying gold and setting it aside to protect your wealth, you're being selfish by not putting it back into the market to put it to work. In other words, if we own gold, we're hurting his firm. Now, I want to take you through a progression because Larry Fink basically just says whatever he needs to say to accomplish the goals that his firm is after. First of all, he said that Bitcoin was a joke. His opinion of Bitcoin was it's a complete scam. Now, suddenly, BlackRock and its Bitcoin ETF is digital gold. Digital gold. As long as you're putting funds into his firm, he's fine with that. But if you're trying to protect your own wealth, well, Larry Fink of BlackRock and the World Economic Forum, who is your enemy, well, he just thinks you're being selfish. What do you think? With stock market euphoric optimism, which is completely unrealistic, central banks buying more and more gold because they are living in reality, and Wall Street telling you to keep your money in Wall Street and don't protect your own wealth, you need to decide who you're going to listen to. Thanks for joining me today. I do appreciate it. If you're getting value out of what we're doing and you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing to the channel. You may also want to share this with a friend. And I thank you again, and I'll see you next time.